Hello, hello, hello. Hi, everyone. Okay, I know this came as a surprise. Okay, we are live. Okay. Hey, E. Carter, welcome. I'm just going to wait for people to start coming in. My apologies for being late. Okay, let's see here. We're going to put this one here. I'm going to wait for people to come in. La da dee dee dee. Smash the like button. You know how we do. I'm going to wait for people to come in. This is going to be another really powerful live. You don't want to miss this one. ER, welcome. You don't want to miss this one. As you come in, hit the like chat button. We got some stuff we got to do. Okay, as you come in, hit the live chat button. Okay, we're going into higher dimensions today. We're going to touch on something that's really, really powerful. And Kay Wright, welcome. We're going to be touching on some very powerful stuff today. Okay. Now, I want people to, I'm going to wait till people come in before I give the prelogue. Oh, it's a prologue. Should be called prelogue. My pre-starting diatribe. Okay, hold on. Let me put this here. What's this? Oops. Xbox. Where that came from. Right, so I'm going to wait till people start coming in. Let's give it like a couple more minutes. And what I'm going to do is, okay, here's what I'm going to do. Okay, I'm going to put the screen here. Right, and I'm going to present, share screen. And I'm going to make this the screen. Yeah, how's that? Okay. All right, let's see. We're just waiting a couple minutes, and then we're going to get started. This is going to be powerful. It's going to be worth your time. Okay? It's really going to be worth your time and worth your energy. If you stick with me and not get offended, because you know me, I'm not in the business of offending anyone. I'm not God. Okay? So that's not my job. My job is not to judge, condemn. My job is to just show you what they're doing. Okay? And how it's been done for thousands of years. You know? All right, we're going to get started, right? So watch this. Before we get started, tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 Eastern, 6 Central, 5 Mountain, 4 Pacific. Okay? Is tonight's group training. Okay? We're going to discuss tonight about preparing for this zombie apocalypse. However, I'm going to tell you guys something. I don't know who and I don't know what. And I also don't want to give anyone any hope. Hopium, I should say hopium, not real hope, but I don't want to give people hopium. Okay? Hmm. Let me just post the link. Now, tonight's group training, it's 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we're dealing with zombie apocalypse. Zombie apocalypse. Okay? Now, book here. Now, you guys know how I am. I really don't care if you can't afford it. Just email me and tell me, hey, Renetta, invite me. Okay? People, okay? Never be ashamed if you have no money. Or if you're struggling or you're going through financial hard times, whatever, yada, yada, yada. Okay? Be ashamed if you don't ask for help. Remember, no man's an island, right? So there are going to be times when you have, and there are going to be times when you don't. Okay? This is why during the times when you have to go around helping people. And if you have no one to help, you go help the animals. And if you have no animals to help, you help the insects. Okay? And if you don't help the insects, I mean, I don't know, you help the plants. Whatever you do, in your time when you have plenty, you use that time to go about giving life to other things. You could give life to human beings, even though at times that can be tricky because human beings, we're infected, right? Okay. Okay. Right? So if you don't have the money to book, just email me and say, hey, Renetta, but please email me before 5 o'clock. Email me and say, hey, Renetta. Let me put my email. Okay. Okay, I hope it goes. Okay. Group session. Okay. That's my email, right? So email me and just put subject group session. Okay. Email me subject group session and just say, hey, Renetta, can I join tonight? I'll add you. Okay. Right. Why do I say this? I don't want to know if you don't have any money. I don't give a damn. There was a time when I had nothing. Okay. When they destroyed me. But you know what I was doing? You know what I did? Let me tell you what I did. When I had nothing and they completely, absolutely destroyed me and was trying to kill me. You know what I did? I went around doing good. I went around doing good. I went around doing good. I found ways to do good to others. And you wouldn't believe what going around doing genuine good for others, you wouldn't believe how much protection that gave me. You wouldn't believe. People think it's money that's going to save you. People, let me tell you a secret, okay? From someone the creatures destroyed. Okay, this is my prelogue. There we go. So bear with me, right? Okay. Oh, okay. Don't worry about money. If you have it, just be honest. If you have the money, do it. If you have some, pay some. If you have none, just email me. Okay? When you have no money, let me tell you something. There's other ways to bring life into the earth. You have the animal kingdom, you have the plant kingdom, you have the insect kingdom. Okay? I try my best not to kill insects, but some of them are deadly as hell, but whatever. Okay? So sometimes they're like, ah! And even though the dogs in the neighborhood terrorize me, I try when I see them to say hi to them, always face them and say hi to them. And then they look at me like, huh? Yeah, I do this for a reason. Okay? Why? Because people, let me tell you something. Okay? You have to store up karma because you never know when you're going to need it. Right? So never worry if you have no money, nobody gives a damn. If you can afford it, pay it. If you have some, give some. If you have none, ask me to join. There you go. There's the link. And there's my email. Okay? There's my email. Right. Let's do a roll check before we get started. E. Carter, E.R., K. Wright, Chanelli, Fringe, Eve, Fringe, Doan, Avion, Chanelli, welcome. Hey, Chanelli, get over it. That's ego. I'm telling you what to do. Right? I'm telling you what to do. Okay? Okay, I'm here. Hold on, I'm just sending a text message. Okay? Get out of your ego. Okay? That's your ego. Okay? I'm telling you what to do. I don't give a damn. If I need it, I'll be like, hey guys, I need some money. Can you help me? Thank you. Right? Get out of your ego. Because we're not going to survive with ego. You have it, pay it. You don't have it, just say, hey, Renetta, I want to be a part of it. I'll let you in. Okay. Now, we're going to rumble tonight. We're going to rumble today. Okay? Now, watch this. Listen, I'm not trying to give you hopium. Okay? I'm not trying to give you hopium. But something is fighting for us on this planet. I don't know what it is. Okay? And I don't want to say too much. But something is fighting for the human race on this planet. I can only tell you what I went through the last couple of days, okay? Monday night, something pumped. Something pumped. Man, I tell you, I ain't never been fried like that in all my life. When I tell you they fried me with radiation Monday night, they fried the living, excuse my language, shit out of me with radiation. I ended up with a 6G radiation fever. Okay? I said, shit, the spiders they brought the spiders where I was. I ended up wiped out Tuesday. I pulled through because I remembered, take what I'm telling you and do this. I pulled through the radiation and I broke it on Wednesday with tea tree oil, a tea tree oil rub. I told everyone how to do it. You get a cup, you get like 3 cloths or 4. You can get like 3 or 4. And you douse some tea tree oils and some, little washcloths. You put one under your left armpit. This is how you break really bad high fevers. Okay. I mean, if you're doing this on babies, you gotta cut that oil. Okay. Because babies cannot withstand tea tree oils. It's too strong. So you're gonna have to cut the oil. Okay. Or children, you're gonna have to cut it with something else, or just. Oh, Eve, you went through it too? Listen, let me tell you the story. So you take one, I could withstand it like pure tea tree oil, but this is what you do to break that 110, 107, 110 fever because I got hit. They roasted me. Okay. But you take one, you put it over your nostril. Okay. But your nostril goes last. You put one under your left armpit, one under your right armpit, one on your chest. I mean, you douse it with tea tree oil. Not a lot, just a little. Okay. Just a little. Just a little because tea tree oil is very powerful. Under your left armpit, under your right armpit, on your chest. And then the last one you take and you put it on your nose, but you keep your mouth open so you can breathe. So you inhale through the nose, exhale through your mouth, and then you lift it off, and then you breathe, and you cover your nose again. So within a matter of seconds, it'll break the fever. Okay, so I broke it, but I forgot that, when you're dealing with fever, you have to back up a tea tree oil treatment with like a soup. You gotta put something in your system. But when you have a fever, you can't eat, right? So soup, so broth soup, bone, some people say vegetable soup, whatever it is, it has to be nutrient dense. Whatever you go with, I'm not here to argue whether it's bone broth, whether it's vegetables, however your body can take soup, whatever it is, a broth, you do it. Broke it. They hit me again. I said, shit, I forgot to eat something. So anyway, finally it broke on Wednesday. Then I started getting word from people all over. Renetta, did you get sick? I'm like, yeah, so did I. All over the world. All over the world. But get this. The only people hit by the wave, by the radiation wave, I noticed, I said, wait, hold on. How come it's only people who are awake? I said, wait. So I couldn't figure out. I said, was it the creatures that try to radiate and wipe out the awakened ones with a radiation wave, because it was bad. It was really bad, right? Was it the awakened ones? Was it the creatures that tried to wipe out the awakened ones? I said, I don't know. So I thought originally, shit, they injected the spider into the grid. That's what I thought. Until finally the fever broke. And then came the power. I said, what the hell? The amount, I don't know what that radiation, what was in that radiation wave. But when the fever broke, I felt like whatever they had in our bodies, and I wonder if it was the shedding, because many of us got shed on. You understand? Whatever it is, the radiation wave that they sent through the grid, it blasted whatever it was out of my system. But it wasn't just me. People started messaging me. Renetta, I'm transformed. I'm changed. My third eye is open stronger. I'm getting the answers, downloads. I'm awakened. I'm like, that's happening to me. No, you got to come through the weakness. That's okay, E. Carter. You got to come through it. That's what I'm telling you, how to come through it. Okay? I'm telling you, it's a different radiation wave. It hit me now that I'm coming through it. Then the downloads came. Okay? I was like, here comes the creatures coming to take me out. I was ready. I was on standby with my spiritual nukes. I said, Shaitan, you and your children, no, Satan, not today, not tomorrow, not next week, not next month, not next year. I ain't going into your concentration camps. No, No, I told you no yesterday. I told you no today. I told you no tomorrow. And I'm going to tell you no next week, no next month. No, I was ready, half dead, fighting Satan and his enemies. Anyway, you know how I am. Because thou shalt not kill Renetta. Anyway, you know the 11th commandment, thou shalt not lay hands on Renetta. Anyway, let me continue. When it broke, I said, wait, hold on. That's when the power hit me. The radiation wave purged a whole bunch of shit that was inside my body. And you know me, I'm always detoxing. And then the spiritual clarity came. Let's get started. People, I don't want anyone to be offended. And let me say this. I don't want anyone murdering anyone. Listen to me. You are not God. You have no right to kill. You cannot harm in the name of God. The 11th commandment, thou shalt not lay hands on Renetta. Let me start by saying this. No, I thought it was the creatures trying to take me out. But here's what I'm trying to tell you. I don't know. I don't know where it came from. I don't know if it's the all-powerful. I don't know if the all-powerful sent his army. I don't know if somebody in the military got baptized. I woke up and departed from Lucifer. I don't know if somebody in the government woke up and realized, shit, we're all going down with this ship. I don't know if somebody in the SSA found Jesus. Listen, Avion, ride the wave. Trust me on this. Ride the wave. Ride it through. Ride the radiation wave and ride it out. Listen to me. Ride it out. I'm telling you how to break it. We're going to go there today. Listen. When I came out of the radiation wave, the amount of power that was surging through me, Lord, I don't know. You know me, I do parasite cleansing. Sorry, I'm not yelling. I do parasite cleansing all the time. I don't know what this radiation wave cleared from my system. I don't know what it is it cleared from my brain. I don't know what it is that radiation cleared from my body. Listen, the whole kingdom of Apophites, sorry, I'm not yelling. The whole kingdom of Seth, the whole kingdom of Leviathan, the entire system of how Leviathan and Apophites and Seth and Tetzcatlipoca, the entire download was given to me, and I'm here to listen. But before I start, listen. Let me make something very clear because I know the Muslims are listening. Let me make something clear. I know the Christians are listening. Let me make something clear. I know the Jews are listening. Let me make something clear. Okay? And I know the gays are listening. Listen carefully to what I'm saying and do not put words in my mouth. Thou shalt not kill. Self-defense is something else, but you cannot kill in the name of God. Okay? Listen to me carefully before I get started. You cannot kill in the name of God. God can defend itself. Okay? Now, what I'm trying to show you is something that was revealed to me via words yesterday, but revealed to me in the spirit this morning. Okay? Now, here's a message to white people, because I know white people listen to me too. White people get offended whenever Black people talk about slavery. Listen, get over your offense. Because if you don't wake up to slavery, your ass is going into it. Okay? You got to listen. You can't be offended. And do not put words in my mouth. Okay? Is everyone listening? Gays, Do not be offended. I am here to show you a secret. Okay? Listen carefully. Do not be offended. I am here to show you a secret. I don't know what that radiation wave. Oh, by the way, the radiation wave went across the entire planet, but I don't know who sent it. I don't know if it was the all powerful. I don't know if it was the warriors who's on the side of the all powerful. I don't know if it was the military. I don't know who sent it. All I know is something. You guys are not listening. The radiation wave is not to kill you. The radiation wave is to kill the weapon in you. Is anybody listening? Let me say that again. Listen carefully. The radiation wave. Something sent a radiation blast, a blast wave through the grid. The blast wave is to kill the weapon in you. Did anyone hear what I said? How many people took the quack, 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 quack? Okay, that's one. But how many people got shed on by the quack, 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 quack? Are you understanding what I'm trying to say to you? What I'm trying to say to you is something sent a radiation wave into the grid to kill the weapon that has been hibernating in the bodies of men. Ride the wave. Do what you can to come through the wave. Okay? Come through it. Ride the wave and come through it. Okay? Does everyone hear? Did you guys hear what I said? Anyway, replay the video if you're not understanding what I'm saying. Okay? Let me say it again. Something sent a radiation blast, a blast wave through the grid. The blast wave is to reverse the damage. You're going to feel like shit when you're going through it, but ride the wave and pull through it. When you pull through this blast wave, you're going to notice I can see further. Yes, Avion. Yes, Avion. Yes, Avion. When I was in New Mexico, and now they're burning down New Mexico with the. Anyway, I didn't say that. Scratch. So, when I was in Nevada, sorry, not New Mexico, Nevada. Yes, yes, Avion. Yes, Avion. What I'm trying to tell you is if the wave hits you, ride it. Okay? All right. I said enough. Now, let me go back. I know Muslims are listening. I'm not a Muslim. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you for being here. I know Christians are listening. Thank you. Welcome to being here. Welcome. Thank you for being here. I know Jews are listening because they're always listening to me. And they're always, whatever. You get over it. Because the nest is among you. What do you want me to do? Lie? Anyway, I know gays are listening. Thank you. Welcome for being here. Welcome. Thank you for being here. I'm talking foolishness. Listen. Listen to me carefully. Okay? Listen to me carefully. You are not God. You have no right to take someone's life. I need you to listen to my words, not what you want to hear. Now, I'm going to show you an ancient secret. Okay? Remember where we started. We started because the ancients took us to this symbol. Remember this symbol. We're starting now, okay? It's going to take some time for you guys to understand what I'm trying to tell you, but it's going to make sense. Go back and listen to what I said. Hey, Kath Partridge. Okay? Does everyone remember this symbol? The symbol is the lingam yoni conjoined. The lingam yoni conjoined. Remember where we left off? The ancients began revealing to me that in the ancient days, when the human race was one, when the human race did not know racism, when the human race did not know sexism, when the human race did not know violence and craziness and all this foolishness, okay? The earth had a grid. It was a natural earth grid. And the earth grid was the lingam yoni conjoined. You understand? The lingam yoni conjoined. The symbol for the lingam yoni conjoined was the symbol that brought forth life. Why? Because earth was tasked to do what? What? Let me show you. Earth was tasked as the place. What are the places in the universe where all sorts of life exist? Okay? We have bipedal life, which is human life, things that walk on two legs, upright. We have things that walk on four legs. We have things that slither on their belly. Okay? We have things that walk on 8 legs, 6 legs. We have things that walk and fly. We have things that fly. Life. We have plant life. We have things that swim in the sea. We have things that rest under the sea. Oh, oh, life. We had a whole flora and fauna that dwelt inside of the earth. We had life inside of the earth. Why? Why is this symbol the most powerful symbol? Not only is it a symbol, it's a ship, but we're not going there today because remember, UFOs don't exist and yada, yada, yada. Right? This is also a ship. Anyway, let's continue. This was the symbol that held the earth together. And it was the symbol that was broken. Right? When the corruption came to the earth, remember, the knowledge came pure. The knowledge got corrupted. Okay? This is not an attack on anyone. This is anyone who goes about attacking people. Remember, they're dealing in flesh. They're dealing in the human flesh. Okay? Okay, I'm not naive. There is a time when things must be put to an end. Corruption must be put to an end. And sometimes in order to put corruption to an end, things get killed. Okay? Let's hope it doesn't reach there. By the way, something is on this planet fighting for the human race. I don't know what it is, but I'm telling you, something sent a blast radiation wave into the grid. Anyway, let me continue. And that radiation was a different kind of radiation. Anyway, let me continue. So this was the Lingam Yoni conjoined. This was the symbol that brought forth life. And the ancients, indigenous, they call it, Father Sky, Mother Earth. Father Sky impregnates, and Father Sky is the atmosphere, not the universe, because the universe is female, right? But the atmosphere was Father Sky who would impregnate Mother Earth. Okay, that's what the ancients called it, right? So Father Sky needed a fertile womb. Yes, Marlo, but when you're going through it, it doesn't feel healing. It's when you're coming out of it. That's when you start getting the charge and you realize something got purged out of your system. But I gotta teach this, right? Okay. So where are we? Hold on one second here. So let's continue, right? So this was a grid. This was the grid that kept the planet together. This was the grid that kept the planet together. Watch this. Okay. It's hard to see, but I'm just going to try to zoom in. The world grid or Earth grid is a theory, ain't no damn theory, that our ancestors purposely constructed them monuments on energy lines that, when mapped and connected, created a significant pattern, some sort of energy web. The whole idea of the world grid is that the earth is like a huge crystal where the energy flows around it at little nodules. Now, here's the thing. The earth grid is female. It's the female part, the earth itself, the grid itself is female. Is everyone catching this? It's female. It's the energy part of, the electrical outlet. You have a male and female. Okay. It's the female part, the earth itself. Okay. Okay. Right? So we had an ancient grid all over the earth. The grid itself was female. So they had to do what? Okay, for the Lingam Yoni to be conjoined. Lingam Yoni, they had to do what? They had to set up the Lingam, because the female was the grid, the earth. Is everyone following? Does everyone catch what I'm saying? Thank you, Ikara. Anybody else? Avian, thank you. Chanelli, thank you. I'm going to show you. K-Right, thank you. Okay? This Lingam Yoni is what kept the forces. Remember, I'm going to upset the religious people here, but religious people, you got to break through hypnosis for a second. Listen to me. Okay? Until the Creator destroys evil, okay? It's a constant battle with this thing. Okay? Now, let me show you what I mean. Does nature exterminate all venomous snakes? It doesn't. Does nature exterminate all venomous spiders? It doesn't. Does nature exterminate all venomous plants? She doesn't. But what nature does is nature creates a buffer. Are you guys following me? Nature creates a buffer. Nature creates antivenom. Nature creates 12 hours of daytime. Okay? Or the creator, right? Or the creator creates a buffer. The creator creates antivenom. The creator creates 12 hours of day. Because if you have 24 hours of darkness, what's going to happen? The predatory animals take over. If you don't have a buffer for venomous animals, what happens? There won't be life. Are you following? So the concept of sin, let me just show you what I'm trying to show you. So religious people call it sin, right? So in this case, what we're dealing with here is a delicate balance of the forces of light and darkness, the delicate balance of the forces of good and evil. You understand? And if one overpowers the other, okay, you end up upsetting the balance of nature. The only one who has the pure right to eradicate evil, okay, is the creator itself, right? Don't ask me about the nature of evil. I ain't the one who created this mess, okay? But I'm trying to show you this planet is a delicate balance. Now, where are we today? Where we are today is that the evil is trying to dominate and eradicate the good. But not just good. The evil is upsetting the balance and trying to eradicate life itself. Is everyone following? Now, the question is, how did evil do it? How did the Sethites and the Apophites do it? You're looking at how they did. Remember, when the earth was one, the ancients kept the earth in homeostasis with the Lingam yoni. Now, this war is a very old war. This is where I'm gonna lose all religious people, but I don't care. You gotta listen. The war started when they removed the equality. I did not say, when I say equal, I don't mean equal in strength. Women are not equal to men in strength. I don't care what women think. Women are not equal to men in strength, except if a car rolls over their child, the woman then gets, superhuman strength and lifts the car. Okay? Women are not equal to men in strength. Men are not equal to women in spiritual strength. Men are not equal to women in terms of the strength it takes to bear children. You're following what I'm saying? It's a different kind of strength. So when I say equal, I said equal in terms of creation. Being created equally in the sight of the divine. Now, here is where the battle started. The battle started when they removed the female part of creation. Okay, the yoni. Think of it this way. The male God is a creator. And they want us to believe that only this male created everything. They tell us that God created everything through a seed. Okay? A seed. The seed germinates life. That's how you get your food. That's how you get your children. But hold on. Seeds have to go into the earth. The earth is the womb. Seeds have to go into the vagina. The vagina is the womb. Hold on. How could God not have a consort? I just want you to think. Think about what I'm showing you. God, they removed the female part of creation. And that is where the battle started. This is blasphemy. I want you to think, men. Men, you love your children. All religious men love their children. Correct? Yes, my child is made in the sight of God. Okay, men, are you made in the sight of God? Yes, I'm made in the sight of God. Where did you put your seed in order for you to have your son? You got it, K. Right. That's where I'm going. That's how old this battle is. That's exactly where I'm going. I am talking about a darkness. I am not talking about people. Follow me where I'm going. Men, religious men, where did you put your seed in order for you to get your son? Okay. Now, God is a creator. God had to put his seed somewhere in order for mankind to come forward. Huh? Think about what I'm telling you. God had to put a seed in the earth in order for plants to grow to give you your food. God had to put a seed in the sea in order for the sea to give birth to fish. God had to put a seed in order for you to get your insects. A seed in order for you to get your animals. But when it came to man, there was no womb. Where did God get man from? He had to sow his seed somewhere. Think about what I'm telling you. Now, let's continue. So the battle began a very long time ago. Now, I am not saying sex magic. I don't go there. I don't like magic. Okay? That's just me. Other people dabble in magic. I don't like to mess with the forces. The only time I don't even mess. I don't like magic. It's just not my thing. Other people mess with magic. It's their thing. It's not mine. Okay. To why? That's exactly what I'm saying. But here's what I'm saying. Why is it that on the earth we know that the male has to put his seed in the female in order for all life to exist on earth? But when it comes to God, God just dropped his seed in the middle of nowhere and everything just sprung up out of nothing. No, the creator had his seed in a female womb of creation for life to come forward. Let me say it again. The creator had to put his seed, even though I don't believe the creator is a he, I don't believe the creatrix is a she. I think when you're dealing with energies and you want to give forth life and life has sex, then you manifest as a he, you manifest as a she. But in the purest sense, it's just energy. But if you're bringing forth life with sexes, then you got to manifest it from somewhere. So I believe you're dealing with an ancient war that took place on this planet. I'm going somewhere with this. So what we ended up with was this. Okay? Let me turn it this way. Okay? The male aspect of the creator had to put his seed into the female aspect of creation to bring forth life. There is no other way. You cannot sit back and argue. You cannot sit back and argue that there is a male gender and a female gender, and then turn and tell the Satanists God is only a man. You can't sit back and tell the Satanists, who are the Luciferians, the spider children, who are cutting off genitalia, okay, that God is only a man. Think about what I'm telling you. Let's continue. So the earth had a grid. That grid was kept intact by male and female. All religious men know, in order for them to get their beloved sons, in order for them to get their beloved daughters, their seed must enter their wife, and in some cases, their wives. Let me say it again. If you are an extension of the Creator, that is what men are. Sorry, that is what men are. You're not born to be a Christian or a Muslim or a Jew. You were put here as an extension of the Creator, which means your mandate is to create. That's why you were given a lingam. Women, if you were put here on the planet, you are an extension of the female aspect of creation. Your mandate is to create. That is why you were given a yoni, but it's deeper than that. There's another level of creation. The other level of creation is a spirit. Okay? Which gives you spiritual intelligence, which gives you emotional intelligence, which is the lingam yoni conjoined. That was the ancient grid. And we went over that the ancient grid produces 4 types of love. Okay? But the knowledge got corrupted. Now, the knowledge got corrupted. And this is what happened. I don't want people to be offended. I want people to think. Why is it? I don't want people to be offended. And do not go out there and harm anyone. You are not God. You should not be killing people. You should not go around killing people. Okay? Self-defense is one thing. Murder, I don't know if God's going to, God, whatever. Don't kill. Now, there was a war that took place on this planet, and they broke the lingam yoni. They broke through the shield. They broke through the shield. They broke through the shield. I'm not going to go into how they broke through the shield, but what they did, or maybe I should go into how they broke through the shield. Knowledge became corrupted because, from what I was shown, the priest class turned away, and the priest class began to dabble in blood. Listen. The priest class turned away, and they began to dabble in blood. Okay? People, blood brings the most depraved, violent, demonic entities when you're using blood as a means of trade or spiritual transactions. Okay? try your best to stay away from blood transactions. Okay? This is what I was shown. Now, the grid changed. What used to be a lingam yoni conjoined on the earth, father sky, which is the atmosphere. I'm going to show you something. The atmosphere and the earth, father sky impregnating the earth, okay, bringing forth life, because this is what we were put here for. Create life. This planet could sustain way more people, and this planet could sustain way more life. But we're dealing with entities that are anti-life. Okay? They're anti-life. Okay? Watch this. So the lingam yoni conjoined. This was the ancient symbol. Lingam yoni conjoined. That grid got infiltrated, mashed up, broke up the earth, and changed the frequency. Okay? Instead, what ended up being created was an artificial Now, this is where it gets really interesting. Don't be offended. I am showing you what they did and how they corrupted knowledge. Let me start with this. I trained many of you to see. What do you see? This is a supposed staircase designed by Da Vinci. Open your spiritual eyes and tell me what you see. I want to start with this one. This is Da Vinci. What do you see? Remember, we were talking about Lingam Yoni. But now we're on to the corruption. Think about Da Vinci. Da Vinci was a Templar. Aha! Thank you, Avion. Thank you, Marla. Boom! You got it. What is the phallus? Penetrating. Avion, we're dealing with the corrupt knowledge now. We're dealing, Embroy. Explain, K-Right. Chanelli, Avion, the corrupted version, the other version. This is ritual. Fibonacci, go deeper. We're dealing with a ritual. It's not entering the yoni. Where is it entering? Fetus, not a fetus. Behind. It is the lingam rectum. I am not talking about gaze. Okay? Because many of you are going to go, aha, see, we told you, right? That is not where I'm going with this. I'm not talking about gaze. I am talking about ritualism. You're following? I am talking about ritual. You understand the difference? Let me say it again, because religious people are not going to understand what I'm trying to show them. Yes, Chanelli. Yes, E. Carter. Yes, Marla. I am talking about ritualism. The lingam rectum. That is the grid that was replaced. That is the grid that was replaced. Now, let me go somewhere with this. Let me show you what the religious order, I'm not talking about Abrahamic religions. I am talking about Atlantis, Lemuria. Are you following? I am talking about when the religious order corrupted knowledge and caused the earth to fall. They changed the grid. You get it? And they infiltrated the grid by ritually raping up the rectum. To do what? What do you think they did? If the vagina is a portal, what is the rectum? If the vagina brings forth life and they ritually rape up the rectum, I'm not talking about gay people. I am talking about ritual rape. And this is why I need the gays to stay and listen. Don't be offended. I need the gays to listen, but I need the religious to listen too. I need the religious to listen too. Listen to me carefully. Why is it that in religions, all these religions want to kill gays, but none of them want to ask the homosexuals, hey, what happened? Did something happen to you? And when you ask them, what do they all say? I was raped by someone religious. Are you following what I'm showing you? I was violated by someone religious. They all want to kill the gays. And I said, do not touch them. They are God's children. That's where I'm going unformated. And that's why I'm trying to warn the gay community. But I'm going to go deeper and I'm going to show you something. I'm going to go deeper. I want to show you something. Why is it that in religion they want to murder the gays? But when you sit down and you talk to the gay community, you said, listen, what happened? What do the gays say? 9 times out of 10 is someone religious that violated them. When you look at the religion, and I'm not saying religion doesn't have its place, religion has its place. Okay? When you go to Muslim countries, they're usually pretty safe. When you travel across these other countries where it's highly religious, it's usually very safe. And it's usually very safe outside. But there's a lot of sexual repression inside. And the sexual repression gets taken out usually on who? On the young boys. When you look at the upper echelons of religion, the upper echelons of religion is what? All men. Why? Because they removed what? Where must God put his seed? The life creating force that created you had to put that power somewhere. Let me say it again. The life creating force that created you must put that discharge, that power somewhere. God, God, God. When the energy take on a masculine form, that energy must discharge the power into the female. You cannot deny this. But the upper echelons of religion has denied it and has created a flood of men who's been raped. And it wasn't by accident. It was not by accident. It was not by accident. Let me show you how old this thing is. Do you see the lingam discharging power? You see, the proper order would have been the lingam up here, discharging power down here. Okay. Instead, the lingam is on the earth side. And up here, you see, they put. Let me get you a better picture. Hold on. This is what it should look like. Notice where the portal is. Now, this is what they depicted as an ancient satellite, the winged disc. Satellites are not new. Okay? Stop listening to these zombies tell you satellites are new. The ancients called them winged discs. Okay? Now, look at where the portal is. You see the two legs? What's this part? Okay. Now, let's look at this. Okay. Look at this, people. You see this? You see the circle? And this is a male up here. This is a male up here. And this is a male down here. Are you seeing what they did to the earth? That no, there's no womb here. There's no yoni here. Look carefully. This is a male. This is a male symbol discharging energy. I'm going to show you this in modern times. Aha! You see how old this is? Marla, you got it. You got it. You see how old this is? Are you guys seeing it? Are you seeing it? Let me remove it. I'm going to show you this in modern times. They took the power from women and they discharged the power up the rectum to men. Right here. Do you see how old this is? Look at where this serpent, the serpent power, You know what the serpent power is? Look at this. The serpent power is the discharge that men give off when they communicate. This is the ancient communication system. Look at where the serpent energy went. Up the rectum. No ER. There is no woman here. Look carefully. Let me show you again. This is the same winged disc. The winged disc is usually represented as a male. Look at where the portal is. This is the leg. This is the leg. Okay? Let me do it this way. I want to warn the gays about something. Be careful with these Satanists that's giving you power. That's making you think you have all this power. I'm warning, this is a warning to gays in the West. I want to show you. Be careful with these Satanists. Okay? The upper echelons. I'm showing you how they transferred the power. Okay, let me show you here. Let's block this part. It's not big enough. There we go. There we go. You see it? You see it? You see it? Is it making sense now? That's exactly what I'm trying to show you, Avion. This is how they dethroned the female grid. And gave power to the males. But listen carefully. It is deeper than that, because the entity uses anything or anyone it wants. The same entity, now white people are going to be offended, but you'll get over it. The same entity was in Europe. Actually, the stronghold is in Europe. And the kings of Europe and queens, who are all hybrids, were raping left and right their subjects. And they injected and infected the white race. And they were abusing them, the white race. Oh, that's not true. Yeah. How do you think Ireland got colonized and almost starved to death? Part of Ireland is under the Church of England. The two Irish brothers have been killing each other, one for the Catholic Church, one for the English Church. You've been colonized. Let's get to Scotland. How are you Scottish people speaking English? You've been colonized. Okay. How is all of France who used to be called Gaul. How are all of you speaking French? Colonization. How the hell all of you speak Latin languages? Colonization. What do you think colonization is? Let me show you. Does anyone see what I'm showing them? Thank you. They colonized the Europeans first, subjugated them, destroyed them, changed them. And then what did they do 400 years ago? The Europeans ran away from them and came here to the Americas. But before they ran away, who came to the Americas? Columbus. What did Columbus bring with him that was in his blood? Does anyone know? What did the Spaniards bring with them that was in their blood, people? Thank you, Leilani. And what are we learning about disease? STDs. We're learning that they're nothing but parasites. Are you understanding? Are you understanding? This is why I said I need people to be sensitive to what I'm trying to show them. This is not about gay people. This is about colonization. Are you following? Are you following? This is not. And what did they do? How did they wipe out close to 200 million Native Americans? Colonization. You people keep thinking this shit is skin color. I keep telling you, it's deeper than skin. Okay. Now, let's go deeper. Are you seeing? Now, let's go back to this picture because this picture is important. Are you seeing the lingam? Oh, sorry, it's too low. Are you seeing the lingam discharge the energy? Yes or no? Are you seeing the lingam discharge the energy? Okay, now look at this part of the energy. Now, where does the energy, where does this enter? Look at this one. Follow this one. Look at my mouse. Look at my mouse. Look at my mouse. Look at my mouse. The top part when the lingam releases. Where does the lingam, where does the discharge go? Where does the discharge go? Bingo! Now do you see how they dismantled the female aspect of creation and handed the power over to men? Now hold on, hold on, hold on. Now let's look for this symbol at the heads of power over the earth. We need to go back and look. Where did we see this symbol? Let's go back. The central power. This is St. Peter's Basilica. Now the question is that a yoni? Yes, Captain, you got it. And here's the issue with men. 99% of men will never tell you they've been raped. And I'm like, men, you got to fucking open your goddamn mouth. I'm so sorry for cursing. Men, you have to open your mouth. We have to find this parasite. It is not about gay people. We're dealing with an energy system. Okay? We're dealing with something. Listen, I showed you why Black people keep thinking, Native American people keep thinking, it's the white man. Listen, the European rulers who are hybrids and infected with this thing were raping whites. They call it prima noctus. They were raping them and subjugating them. Okay? Whenever they conquered a village, they raped, burned, pillaged, slaughtered. They were doing this to whites. And transferring what? What was transferring? I'm going to get there. I'm going to get there, spiritual. But I need people to see how it spread. And then all of Europe came under the parasite that infected Rome. This ain't a Lingam yoni, people. This is the Lingam rectum. It is not skin color. But when we're dealing with a parasite, Connor, I see you, I'm going to bring you in. When we're dealing with a parasite, the parasite does not just enter the rectum. Remember, your skin is porous. Remember the tsetse fly? That could lay parasites on your skin. Let's go back to the picture. Let's look at the discharge again. Let's look at the discharge again. Do you see this? The discharge goes here, 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 here. Mala, you get where I'm going with this? So Black people think, it's the white man is the devil. You're not fighting a fucking white man. I keep trying to tell you this. You're not fighting white skin. And then white people think black people are all violent. You ain't fighting black skin. You're fighting hosts. Now, is everybody ready to cry out to God? Because I'm about to hit you with the Lingam Rectum in 2024. Connor, give me 5 minutes and I'm going to bring you in. Connor, you're disconnected. Come back in. Is everybody ready for the Lingam Rectum of 2024? Press 1 if you're ready to see the Lingam Rectum ritual in 2024. Yes, Tim G, you got it. Difficult Woman, Cash Partridge, welcome. Hev Madate, I hope I said that right. Welcome, thank you, Captain, thank you, K. Wright. Is everybody ready to see the Lingam rectal ritual, the hosts? Now, before we do that, if the parasite opens the rectum, what comes down when the rectum is opened? If the person does not detox, if the parasite, the male host, is in the sky, this is the ancient grid, this is the ancient grid, this is the ancient grid, this is the ancient grid. Thank you, Avion. Eggs come down, poop comes down. Are you seeing it? What else comes down when you open the rectum from the outside in, especially with ritual rape? This is ritual rape. Blood. Fluids. Fluids. Now, spiritually, are you ready to see the Lingam rectal ritual in 2024? Hold on, let me close these out. Sorry, I have too many open. Give me a second. What is this? Bingo, Captain. SAT. Give me the full name, K. Wright. Satellite. Thank you. So, is this this? Are you seeing? Are you seeing? Are you beginning to see? Thank you! Ahura Mazda! Beam me up! Don't beam me up, Scotty. I want to be beamed by these crazies. Okay! Which means the winged disc of Sumeria is the satellite of today, correct? Okay, we clarify. The winged disc of Sumeria, okay, is the satellite today. Okay, so if the winged disc had a lingam on Earth, remember this. This is the lingam for the winged disc. The lingam disc, lingam disc, lingam disc, lingam disc, lingam satellite, lingam satellite, lingam satellite, lingam satellite, lingam satellite, penis, rectum, penis, rectum, penis, rectum. Okay, that was Sumeria. What is the penis today? Can anyone guess? What is the penis today? If this is the satellite's missing a penis. Take a guess. I know, Captain, that's where I'm going with this. Zuri, go deeper. Go deeper. Remember, the penis, what they did is they put the penis. Ah, okay, right. You got it. The penis. The goddamn cuckoo towers. That's why they call it communication. 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 And when they communicate, they affect cells. Yes, Marla, the Tower of Babel. You guys didn't get it yet. Let me say it again. They call this, watch this. What do they call this? They call this communication. And when, watch this, watch this, watch this. And when they are communicating, okay, okay. Now watch this. Now watch this. Now watch this. Now watch this. They communicate as a commune. So when they communicate, They communicate. Hold on. It gets deeper. And then I'm bringing Connor in. Now, when you put up, watch this. When you put up a whole bunch of them, watch this. Hold on, I need to mark this up. Mark up. Sorry. I need to adjust this here. Sorry. Now, what do these look like? Let me move this. Now, what do these look like? Let me make it bigger. Now, this is what a whole bunch of them look like. Does anyone notice anything interesting about these middles? Quack, 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 quack. Connor, let me bring you in. Are you ready to come in, Connor? Okay. And what's another way? A is 1 and 9 is I. Connor, are you ready? Take it home, brother.
Alrighty, so if you would look at it as closely, if you look at the ancient Sumerian depiction that you described there, those are the gods editing DNA. And if you look at it clearly, they want to control us using 5G, which means it could also edit our own DNA as well for more, to use it for control purposes. And that's exactly what they use satellites for. Why do you think 5G, 4G, LTE, and all that stuff went into play? So they can control us using a specific frequency because we can only because we were created using at a certain frequency, but for controlling they use it at a frequency where it is unbearable. So why do you think 5G comes into play? Why do you think they want to control us, like using cell towers and, cell towers spread 5G all over the place? And why do you think Wi-Fi affects people? Believe me, that has happened before in my family. The reason why everyone has to be on Wi-Fi is so that the government can send specific messages and frequencies to control people, so that it can fit their agenda. Why do you think the quack word was invented during the quack episode? Why do you think so? Well, it's because it's a DNA editing device. It edits your DNA so they can program you. That's what it is. That's why they want to control people so they can believe their agenda. Why do you think we have Wi-Fi? So they can tune a specific frequency. Like what happens if they activate and they turn into a simple frequency where everyone starts killing each other? What do you think? Kingsman, the movie, has demonstrated this very clearly. A villain named Valentine activated a frequency so everyone kills each other using SIM cards, Wi-Fi. They're showing you right in there. Hollywood likes to show what their agenda is. it's no surprise. They like to show you what they really want to do to humanity. They want to control us and actually, how I like to put it, kill us. That's what they want to do. They want to control us. Ziri Penda, you got that right. It's an apocalypse. It's a true apocalypse. Right. They control us. And why do you think the Jabulon injectatories? It's a DNA editing device. And during the outbreak of blah, it's it it uses mRNA to change your DNA. Hmm. Why do you think that is? They want to wipe out half the world's population. That's what it is. In our previous episode, they want to hunt the royal bloodlines and sacrifice them, as I mentioned before. The ancient Maya did it. They captured royal kings, princes, and princesses and sacrificed them because of their particular bloodline to the gods. This is another time. This is for people who do have bloodlines, but also for ordinary folk. They want to control us using by changing our DNA so they can program us. Within the RNA that they injected into us is microbots to control our every move, to track us, whatever we do. It it tells them our vitals, it tells them everything about you, and they can activate them to program you. You essentially become a zombie. Why do you think they want to unleash blah into our world by killing half of the world's population? Like Set is the god of plague. Why do you think they want to bring plague in?
Aha, 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 aha. You see, I was just about to tell you that. Now let's go back to the ancient picture. Let's go back to the ancient picture. This is another way of looking at it. Okay? Now, this is not a good one. It's a good clear photo, but let's look at this one. Okay? The lingam discharges what looks like a parasite. People, your enemy is not a skin color. Parasites do not just affect white people or black people. It does not affect Indians alone, or Africans alone, or Europeans alone, or this one alone. Parasites can take over any group of people. Why do you think the discharge comes out looking like a parasite? Wetiko, thank you. Thank you. Are you understanding? Are you understanding? By the way, the knowledge of the parasite going up the rectum, I told you before, it was told to me yesterday. And then the imaging started to come back where I could find the knowledge to show that this is true. I did not come up with the revelation that the parasites go up the rectum. By the way, the parasite does not just go in the rectum. When these masters transfer the parasite to the next master to come, they vomit the parasite into the mouth of the next master. Okay? They're looking for a host. Now, let me ask you a question. Are the hosts all white people? No. Are the hosts all black people? No. Are the hosts Chinese? No. Are the hosts Russians? No. Are the hosts whatever? No, people. It's not a skin color. And this is why you got to be there tonight, because I'm going to tell you some secrets. You got to be there tonight because I'm going to tell you some secrets tonight. Connor, now here's my question to you. What do we know about this ancient symbol?
Well, this ancient symbol has been prevalent throughout all cultures. It's not just the Sumerians, it's been prevalent across every ancient culture. And the Sumerians is well known for it because they talk about every creation story talks about the gods creating human beings, editing their DNA, using their DNA of their own to create humans. But they also use it the gods created us as a slave being. They controlled our DNA to mine the gold for them. That's what it is representing. The Freemasons have it as their symbol. The Illuminati has it as their symbol. All these ancient cultures have it. It's no secret. It is the symbol of where humanity's genetic code was changed and activated our neocortex. But it's far more fascinating than that. It's not just activating our neocortex, allowing us to think. It's about controlling us. Because there's there's one God that actually put a stop to this, and his name is Enki. His evil brother Enlil wanted to continue using humans, using their DNA to control them. The Anunnaki birds are very much prevalent as well. You have the Tengu in Japan. You have other bird gods. There's a Hindu god by the name of Dhanvantari. When he passed down medical knowledge, he shapeshifted into a bird. Dhanvantari was a shapeshifter. And bird flu, Anunnaki flu. The Spanish flu. Why do you think all these major pandemics in history, the, the gods programmed them to edit our DNA? That's what they did. And if you look at the Spanish flu from two different locations across the world, that I think it started in Boston and it came all the way to the edge of India. They started the plague at that same time. And what it did was is that it edited our DNA to make us stronger, make us more immune to future diseases. However, it could also be interpreted as a control mechanism.
Do you see the two birds on either end?
Yes,
You see the two birds giving power to the two males?
yes.
And then we have what type of flusiation do we have today? Flusiation. They call it bird flusiation.
Yep.
Mm,
And if you
mm.
look at the purse down there and you see them holding a kind of injector, they take it into the purse and they activate it and change their genetic code to control them. So what they're doing is that they're probably editing a gene so they can actually hear what they're saying telepathically to change the DNA if
And
you
they're
can
zapping,
interpret it.
and they're zapping. Look at what the birds are holding. It's right behind the male's the brainstem.
Yep,
So the birds are transferring the power to the men. Notice there's two men here, two males, two males, two males. Notice no females. Okay, the bird flu, are transferring. Look at where the bird's hands are. It's behind the male brainstem. What's the male brainstem for? Central nervous system. What does the central nervous system do? Control everything. Do you see a bird flu? Are you seeing your
I
bird flu
do.
here? It's right here.
I want everyone to press one so if they're following along. I want everyone to press one to see if they're following along. Please. I want to see if they're understanding what is depicted here. I want everyone to press one. Good, good. That's
Bingo.
right.
Bingo. Go ahead, Connor. This is your show. Go ahead.
They're injecting a parasite into the spinal cord, and that parasite is programmed to control you. So, what do you think? So, why do you think the 5G and the LTE communication stand for? They're, they're transferring information to the parasite injected into your spinal cord to control you. That's what they're doing. That's basically what they're doing today. They're continuing the bird flu of how they control people today. And you know what? They have done this for thousands of years. That's what the Anunnaki wanted. They originally wanted to use humanity as a slave source to mine the gold. And when they first created these bird gods, put in put in artificially created parasites into the spinal cord, injected the parasite so they could control them. Interesting. Now they have injected a, a, a piece of DNA into the host to control them and to telepathically communicate of what they should be doing. This is absolutely total control here, and I can see it still going on today with the Sethites and Apophites who want to bring back Set and Apophis. They want to bring back this ritual to control all of humanity, inject every parasite in humanity, and once they do, this is a fair warning, they need everyone to comply to their commands. This is what they are trying to do. They want to restore this type of ritual to control each and single one of you and telepathically tell you what to do. So don't get the Jabulon. That's the mark of the beast. I'm going to tell you that this is the mark of the beast. This is it. Do not get it. They will never stop until they have every single human under their control to enslave each and every one of us. Do not give in. Do not let them give in.
Now, here's what I will say. If they come to get you, because they built the community centers. I'm
Yeah.
so sorry. I'm so sorry. If they come and they get you and they take you to the freedom loving community centers, pretend like you're a zombie. I'm going to say it again. If they get you while you're plotting your escape, pretend like you're a zombie. Did everyone catch what I said?
Press
Now,
one if you understand.
now, no concentration camp will come near me. No concentration camp will come near you. But just in case, just in case, just in case. The Lord is my shepherd. No concentration camp shall I want. I'm so sorry. I'm being serious. Okay. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures, and he leadeth me beside the concentration camps. Not inside, but beside. Now, if the birds, look on the screen, if the birds zap you and you were not transformed by the parasites, listen carefully. Start repeating the party line. Pretend like you're a zombie. I'm being serious. Until you plot your escape. Pretend like you're a zombie. Okay, spiritual sincerity says, how do I pretend like I'm a zombie? Whatever the satellite tells you. When the satellite downlinks the poop, downlinks the blood, downlinks the fecal matter into the grid, and it comes on your television screen, and they tell you, we hate the Russians. You go, yes, master, we hate the Russians. I'm serious. Until you plot your escape. I'm only saying this if they catch you and throw you into the re-education camps. Okay, you know, the fun camps. Okay? You got to pretend like you're one of them until you escape. Okay? If the cuckoo box, well, listen, don't touch anybody's children. Okay? Now, do not touch anybody's children. That you may have to die for, because I ain't touching nobody's child. Okay? You may have to be killed on that one. And don't eat anybody. You may have to die for that one too. Okay? But apart from that, okay? If the cuckoo box tells you, okay, we hate whoever they tell you to hate today, you say, yes, master, we hate the Chinese. Okay? Remember, you're in a war. You're in a war. Continue, Connor.
Once they injected this into you, but if it, as Rianetta said, if it doesn't work, pretend to act like them. Pretend. Pretend. But if you are not immune to this thing, how can I describe this? You will be controlled for the rest of your life. You will be controlled. And you can't wake up, you can't absorb new information because they're telling you to avoid it. That's what they're programming you to do. So if this doesn't work on you, pretend to act like you're controlled and make sure you play the 432 hertz frequency, I think it is, to avoid Wi-Fi. I think it is. I could be wrong, but I listen to Knights Templar chats using that particular frequency, and that wards it off. It's a Gregorian chant by the Knights Templar using 432 hertz, and it drives off the Wi-Fi. It drives off the Wi-Fi to control humans, and it deactivates the. Okay, so I am right. It is 432 hertz, but it deactivates the parasite. I don't have any because I didn't take the blah blah blah, but it activates your third eye to communicate with the divine. So put on 432 hertz music. Once you do, your mind will open up and you will have like your third eye will start will start will start enlightening you. So you heard the term enlightenment. You they have pictures of Buddhist monks playing 432 frequency, 432 hertz, and they start to shrink in size until they become light. That is enlightenment. And they go to Shambhala. So what this is doing, what they want to inject, they want to deactivate your third eye so it's easier to control you. That's why they're after you. You have a third eye, people, to communicate with the divine. So play 332 hertz music and make sure that you don't have any Wi-Fi, any phones, anything ruining your time. So sit, relax, and meditate and play 432 music and make sure to meditate. And unformatted also, if you play at 1150 hertz, it will warn up internal parasites. But if you play 432 hertz music, it will disrupt the messages from the cell towers that are coming into your mind. It will disrupt it. Go ahead, Priyanetta.
All right, guys. Let me just take this off for a second. Do you guys see how old this is? Do you guys see why? By the way, look at the Lingam Tower in the middle.
It's
Doesn't it look like
5,000 years old.
yeah, you see how old this wicked thing is? You see how old? Hmm. Now look at the Lingam Tower again. Doesn't it look like a multi-tentacled parasite creature with a third eye up here and multiple eyes? Look, the
Yep.
third eye up here. Eye, nose, mouth, chin. Doesn't it look like a multi-tentacle? Like, doesn't it look like a demonic? Like Cthulhu. Oh my God, somebody said that. Yes, Avion, the wave. And remember, the second newsletter that I wrote, it came to me, the download came to me that what has to be run through the grid, the entire Earth grid, was a love frequency. Remember the second newsletter I wrote? Okay? Okay? The love frequency, people. Love frequency, peace frequency. Let me pull up the newsletter for you so you guys can see that I wrote this. Hold on. Let me show you. And then I'm going to transfer. Hold on. Let's put it here. Remember this newsletter that I wrote? See if I can make this a little bit bigger. Okay. I didn't even put the date on this. Oh my God. Remember this newsletter? Let's make this bigger.
I do.
Okay, great. Watch this. Remember this? I forgot to put the date on this thing. Oh my God. That was last year. Okay. Remember this? Remember I put out the fire and flood maps? Okay. All of this is that tower, people. All of this is remember the fire and flood maps? All of that is coming from this. Okay, watch this. Remember, it was downloaded into me, the answer. Watch this. Because they put this planet on a destruction. Oh, this is too small. Let me make it bigger. Sorry. All right, let's go back and do this. Okay. They put the planet on a destruction matrix. This is the destruction matrix. It's right here. Okay? This is the destruction matrix. Okay? Watch this. Hold on. Remember the solution? A love frequency defense system. Let me make this bigger. Look. Love frequency defense system. Does everyone remember this? Look at this. Love is at 500. Joy is at 540. Peace is at 600. Enlightenment 700 to 1,000. You want to be between love and enlightenment. Love and enlightenment. This is what wards off these creatures. You seeing it? But in the revelation, remember, God is love. What does that mean? In the newsletter, it means that God has well, the military says an offensive system, but God's defense is continuously emitting love. You get it? Are you guys following?
I'm following.
Continuously emitting love. And then love gives birth to joy, peace, enlightenment, because it's a shield. It's a defense system. Now, what did I say in the newsletter? Watch this. The solution to the planetary takeover by giant spiders. It looks like Cthulhu. It does look like Cthulhu, and it does look like a spider being, a multi-tentacled being. Does it not? Do you guys see Cthulhu?
I do.
Do you guys see the multi-tentacled creature? Okay, watch this. The planetary takeover by spiders, programmable goo, Mars Saturnalian destruction matrices is a wave. It's right there. Remember, Avion, you said, King Oban said everything relies on a wave. Remember you said that? A wave. What do? How do you defeat this thing? You got to wake up these people in the military because they're the only ones that could pump that wave into the grid. The only group that could pump that wave into the grid is them. Octopi, yeah. Octopi, spider beings, it's a whole bunch of these creatures. Okay? The only one that has the power to send that wave into those satellites and down into the grid is the military. Are they going to do it? I don't know. You see, Marla, the media was calling a new eruption of hotspots for a pandemic a wave. And what do they call crime? A wave. It's all waves, people. Crime is not skin color. It's waves. It's waves affecting people. Okay? People cutting off their genitalia. It's waves affecting people. Okay? Understand. Understand. All right? Okay, Connor, take it home. And then I'll wrap it up with tonight, and then we're done. Go ahead, Connor. Take it home.
All right, thank you guys for having me on again. It's a pleasure. So make sure you avoid these frequencies as possible, and make sure you send love frequency for everyone and yourself, because you guys need to keep yourself. But if you do get caught and if it works, pretend you're a zombie. Pretend you are obeying their commands. So thank you for having me on again. Um, I have some news on my YouTube channel is all set up. We we will start talking about hidden codes and hidden conspiracies. I am sending my email to you right now. If it goes through. Um, if not, I'll send it to Rianetta. But thank you guys for having me on again. I am looking forward to having to be on again. Next week on July 1st, I'm going to be on Typical Skeptic Podcast, and Renetta and I will join a show, and then we'll just take it from there. And that is it. Have a good day, everybody.
Thanks, Connor.
You're welcome.
If you want to join tonight, just run me an email. Connor, it's at yahoo.com, right?
At gmail.com, yeah.
At gmail.com. Okay, sorry. Oops. All right, let me send this now. Hold on. Connor Allen58 at gmail.com. Connor Allen.
That's not right. 5252 at gmail.com.
Oh my God. Jesus Christ. Forget this one. Scratch that. Hold on. Let me see if I can take it out. Delete. Okay. Connor Allen 5252.
Yes.
Okay. At Gmail. Sorry about that. All right, let's try it now. Let's try this now. 5252. Okay.
There we go.
Connor Allen 5252 at gmail.com. Okay. Email Connor questions. Connor is very knowledgeable in these things. Very, very knowledgeable in bloodlines and these types of things. Okay. Okay. Guys, as far as I'm concerned, listen, if they catch you, oh, master, oh yes, the Russians are my enemy.
Oh yes, master. The Chinese, the Koreans are my enemy. Oh, my master.
They're all our enemies. Okay, if they catch you. I'm being serious. Okay, if the zombies catch you, so you don't get zombified. Okay, pretend you're a zombie. All right. Okay. Now, tonight, I posted the link. You already have the link. You know where to go if you want to join tonight. You got my email. If you want this newsletter, okay, email me. Let me know if you want the copy of the newsletter. Yada yada yada. Okay, guys, listen. Something is fighting back. Something is helping the human race fight back. Okay, let's send power into the grid. Don't just go out there and love people. Push power into the grid. Push love into the earth. Push joy into the earth. Push peace into the earth. Push enlightenment into the earth. Touch an electrical pole, not the wires, not the wires. Okay, you know the actual pole, right? Put your hand on an electrical pole. Okay, send love into that pole, joy, peace, enlightenment. Do not climb an electrical tower and touch the wires. That is not what I'm saying. Okay, push love into the grid. Okay, and watch it travel. Guys, love you. I'll see you tonight. Thank you, Connor. Bye.